Hey guys, all right. I just came back from Batman versus Superman, the movie. As you can see, my ticket right here. I saw the 7 o'clock show. Um, I watched it in 3D, so the 3D was pretty good, and it's definitely you definitely do get some good scenes in the 3D. So I would say watch in 3D. Okay, so to the movie. Here's my review. This is a no spoiler section. Okay, so the spoiler section will be after this segment. So, what did I think about the movie? So, the movie was not as bad as the reviewers have said it was. Okay, that's number one. So, you definitely should watch this movie just for that. Okay. Number two, um, there are some pacing issues in the movie. So, I just found that the transitions, it felt like they filmed this segment, they filmed this segment, they filmed this segment, and they just threw it together. That's what they found. There's like no transition zones in between. So, but you hear about something here, and then a few segments later, oh yeah, this connects to this. So that's what they've done to the movie. It just feels like they did chop up a whole bunch of the movie up, and then like that new Blu-ray that's going to be coming out, that's extra additional 30 minutes will be I will probably fill in all those gaps that we missed. That's what I'm pretty sure. Okay, so going to the characters, let's go with the thing that also I didn't like about it was you get to see Batman's story arc again, like about his parents and things like that, like about twice in the movie. It's like for us that know about it, it's really boring. So, um, but let's go to that. Ben Affleck was fine. He was pretty good. Henry Cavill as Superman is the same as he was in Man of Steel. So I enjoyed him in that. Lois Lane is Lois Lane's. Well, she was she's just there. Okay, so um, the she does have a couple of stories in between interwoven in there. Um, Jesse Eisenberg as Lex Luthor. I didn't really like him as his Lex Luthor. I rather would have the comic or the Justice League version or the Smallville, like Michael Rosenbaum as the Lex Luthor type. The other thing was Alfred was good. No problem with him either. Um, who else was there? Some minor, like Wonder Woman was there. She was there. She was fine. I didn't really bother me at all. The trailers for like Aquaman, Flash, Cyborg, they were all right how they were put into the movie. It's just did they have to be there? No, we probably didn't have to have them there, but they were there. It's kind of like a bonus. Think of it that way. So, how did I like the movie? Well, like I said, the pacing is an issue in this movie, but there's so much good stuff that they crammed in the movie. It's really it's good. The fight scenes were awesome. Um, I didn't like the fact that that we saw most of it in the trailers as well. That's what was a downfall for me, and so that was a big thing there. The So if you're a DC fan, I'm gonna have a rating there. I'd give it 7 out of 10. If you're not a DC fan, you will be kind of lost in some of what's going on. I would probably rate it about a 5 out of 10 because it's just like if you don't know the background story, like of Wonder Woman, you're like, well, what does she do? Like you don't even know. It's like they really should have had her movie first, so they know what kind of power she has and things like that. It's like some of this stuff makes no sense. Um, so that was a problem. So other than that, let's get to the spoiler part. Okay. So this is spoiler sections. So if you don't want to see this, if you don't, if you want to watch the movie like tomorrow or something like that, probably don't watch past this part. All right. So Superman dies. That's the biggest problem I have in this movie is that he shouldn't have died. Like he barely even had a sequel, and they just killed him off so early. Yes, he's fighting Doomsday. They're following the comics sort of thing. Um, the fight between him and Batman just didn't make sense to me. Like, yes, it's a good fight, but Superman could have killed him so easily like that, but he didn't. Like the first the Kryptonite part, and then he starts to regain his strength. He could have just took him out when he would start reloading a bullet, like reloading that kryptonite bullet. Like, really? You have that super speed, and you could have just fried him with your heat vision, or just fried the gun that was shooting the kryptonite bullet. Like, really? You don't have to shoot him, but you can fry the gun, and it would have exploded in his face. So that's why it makes no sense. Like, yeah. The other thing was Lois Lane grabbing the scepter back and forth. Like, she throws it away, she dives down, gets it again, and then tries to get it, and then she gets stuck. Superman comes and grabs it. She grabs it from him. I was like, really? Just playing around with the scepter a bit there. Um, yeah, and there was a good couple of like really good fight scenes in that. The Batman fight scene was probably the best. I thought, and then the end Doomsday fight wasn't bad either. It just wasn't a lot of like clashing. It's like because what they do is they have this part and they're zooming. You know, you're focused on this other part here. They really should have just went all at it with the fights. I would have thought. Like I said, the biggest thing is also the transitions in the movie were a thing. Other than that, the setup for the Flash things like and Aquaman, they're just like mini trailers that are playing on a computer, literally. Yeah, was it neat? Yeah, it's neat, but they have to be there? Probably not. But I'm really curious of what the extra 30 minutes are going to be like in the Blu-ray release, because if it probably is a lot of this stuff that we just missed out. Like, why was that, there? Why was this there? Because there's these weird little plot holes are happening in this movie. It's like, okay, why did that happen? It just is. What else? Other than that, I thought it was pretty good. It was pretty good. Like I said, it's not as bad as the reviewers say. Definitely go out and watch this movie, guys, and you'll enjoy it. I did enjoy it because if you're a DC fan, you like Superman, you'll like this. If you don't like, if you're not a DC fan and you're like always watching Marvel movies, things like that, then you're gonna be like, oh, this is really different. Yeah, it is kind of different. So other than that, guys, if you have any questions, comments, post them below. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. I'd like to hear your opinions.